It's time to get riggedy wrecked, son. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments from Rick and Morty.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're ranking the funniest, best, and most impactful moments from the immensely popular Adult Swim program, Rick and Morty. Wubba lubba dub dub.
Buckle up, bitch!
Number 10, The Glitch.
Hey, I just sold my first pitch! Slow down!
Looking good.
My man!
In this episode, Rick and company find themselves trapped in multiple virtual reality simulations within a simulation.
Well, what's this? Well, what could this possibly be?
In an attempt to steal Rick's secrets, a group of bureaucratic aliens accidentally abducts Jerry as well. But in order to conserve computer processing power, they lower the fidelity of Jerry's section. Oblivious to the situation, Jerry goes about his day while everyone around him is glitching out.
Yes!
Yes!
The recurring characters and dialogue make for the episode's funniest recurring gag.
My man!
Yes, thank you, sir.
Number 9, Rick's Sacrifice.
What the hell? What have you done to me, Morty?
This second season opener adds a nice layer of complexity to Rick and Morty's relationship, while continuing the events of the season 1 finale. It's up to Rick, Morty, and Summer to repair the fractured space-time continuum. Using time-stabilizing collars, they must bring all of their alternate selves together into one secure timeline. Summer successfully merges her timeline, but both Rick and Morty remain fragmented. So, one of the Ricks decides to sacrifice himself to save Morty, calmly accepting his fate. But once he spots the extra collar floating in space, his will to live returns, and he prays to God for salvation.
Oh my god, I gotta fix this thing. Please, God in heaven. Please, God, oh Lord, hear my prayers.
Of course, once he survives, Rick wastes little time telling God where he can shove it.
Yes, I did it! There is no God in your face! One dot, Yeah!
Number 8, King Jellybean.
No, it's cool. Rick, portal, hurry.
Rick and Morty has never shied away from sprinkling in potentially shocking moments alongside its unstoppable comedy. Case in point, the disturbingly realistic sexual assault on Morty in an alien bathroom. While on a quest to prove that he can lead an adventure, Morty lets nothing slow him down.
You know what? You're right. Everything's going fine. I just gotta relax and go with the flow.
That is, until he meets Jellybean. After fighting off the sexual predator, Morty is drained and defeated. But Rick lovingly steps in, throws the bet, and gives the adventure a happy ending. Plus, we also get to see a surprising but satisfying end to King Jellybean. Number 7, Rick's suicide attempt.
Show me what you got. You're always talking.
After Rick rekindles a relationship with an old flame, a world-assimilating entity known as Unity, Rick is set to once again ditch his Earth family and shack up with it. Rick's happier than we've ever seen him, but that happiness comes at the cost of everyone else, including Unity itself.
The news today, this looks a lot worse than it is. We're really just having a good time. Karen?
Thanks, Todd. Up next, are you a concerned grandchild or just a buzzkill?
After being dumped, Rick slips into a deep depression, drinking heavily, and escaping to his lab in the garage. At first, we think he's merely distracting himself with an experiment, but things get terrifying when we realize that Rick is setting up a suicide attempt. It's a sad scene, and one that displays the show's strength and versatility. Number 6, Rick doesn't care about political correctness.
Cute. Your sister's boss gave me a microscope that would have made me retarded.
Ooh, oh boy, Rick.
Just as Rick and Morty is unafraid to delve into dark territory, the show's also perfectly fine delivering some edgy social commentary. In Something Ricked This Way Comes, Rick is examining a cursed microscope given to him by Satan.
Grandpa, go home and drink.
As he explains it to Morty, he uses a word that his progressive grandson takes issue with. After a logical and strong defense of his words, Rick does a complete 180, reminding us that he doesn't have time or energy to take social considerations into account.
I think the word has just become a symbolic issue for powerful groups that feel like they're doing the right thing.
Well, that's retarded.
Number 5, Roy.
Here, check this out.
Roy, what's wrong?
Subtitled A Life Well Lived, the arcade game known as Roy showed up in the second season episode Morty Night Run, when Rick and Morty are visiting the intergalactic arcade, blips and chits. Morty soon finds out Roy's no ordinary game, however, as he interactively lives out an entire lifespan as the title character, marrying his childhood sweetheart and beating cancer, before unfortunately dying from a fall while on his mundane job.
Oh, what the hell? Whoa, where am I?
55 years. Not bad, Morty.
The whole thing happens so quickly that we have very little time to grasp the full extent of the situation. That situation being that 14-year-old Morty lived an entire lifetime in his mind, and is understandably a little traumatized in the aftermath.
We're all out of off-white Persian.
Number 4. Where Are My Testicles?
Where are my testicles, Summer?
If our pets could talk, what would they say? This question and more are answered in the first season episode Lawnmower Dog, as Snuffles the family dog gains genius-level intelligence and the ability to speak thanks to one of Rick's inventions. It isn't long before Snuffles takes control of his home situation, however, building a dog army to take over a world that he feels has enslaved the canine race for far too long. Snuffles' midnight invasion of Summer's room is the highlight of the episode, bringing us the infamous tagline as the former pet demands to know where exactly his testicles are.
Wow, that's an intense line of questioning, Snuffles.
Do not call me that. Snuffles was my slave name.
Number 3. Jerry Daycare.
What the hell? I know, right?
The idea of multiple timelines and alternate universes is a common and casual aspect of this show. In Morty Night Run, Rick and Morty accidentally bring Jerry along on an adventure, so they drop him off at a place called Jerry Bereave, essentially a daycare for all of the Jerrys across the various timelines.
The factory tent setting is always too high! My tent setting is always too high.
Jerry, offended by the simple and demeaning situation, attempts to leave the daycare.
I'm leaving.
Okay then, that was always allowed.
But is unable to make sense of his alien surroundings. So he resigns himself to simply waiting around with the other Jerrys until Rick and Morty come back for him. Hopefully.
These are the Jerrys whose Ricks and Mortys never came back.
Number 2. Pass the butter.
What is my purpose?
Pass the butter.
Sometimes the smallest and simplest jokes are the most memorable. The Pass the Butter robot is a great example of this, as his appearance in Something Ricked This Way Comes has gone on to become a favorite among fans.
Thanks.
Rick builds this tiny robot as an afterthought during breakfast, complete with artificial intelligence. So, naturally, the first thing the robot asks about is its purpose in life. Rick's response and the robot's reaction may hit pretty close to home for many people, simultaneously making us laugh and die a little on the inside.
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, welcome to the club, pal.
Before we name our number 1 Rick and Morty moment, here are some honorable mentions.
Gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, he's gonna fall. Then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. Ain't never goodbye, moon man. Say goodbye.
I'm not driven by avenging my dead family, Morty. That was fake. I'm driven by finding that McNugget sauce.
Nuggets?
I want that Mulan McNugget sauce, Morty. That's my series arc, Morty.
Hell?
If it takes 9 seasons, I want my McNugget dipping sauce,
about,
Szechuan
Rick?
sauce, Morty.
Number 1. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Oh!
What the is going on?
It can't be easy being Mr. Meeseeks. Not when existence itself is painful, and your only purpose is to assist people in achieving simple tasks before spontaneously combusting. Yet this race of blue-skinned aliens remains a surprisingly positive lot. That is, until they meet Jerry Smith.
I can't take it anymore! I just want to die! We all want to die!
Jerry has a seemingly humble request, to shed 2 strokes off his golf game. Mr. Meeseeks can't seem to assist the hapless Jerry, however. And it's not long before a room full of summoned Meeseeks are at each other's throats, all begging to be blinked out of existence and spared the pain of life. They decide to kill Jerry and Beth, but are fended off at the last minute, thanks to Jerry, an onion, and a spare coffee cup.
Ooh, nice!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.